Hello, it's Mary the Psychic Animist here, coming to you from Rivers Bend Sanctuary. And this week we have our number 18 Major Arcana card for our tarot series, which is the Moon. And this is, we have, with our cycle that we've went through, we just went through the Star, which was last week, which is all about inspiration and awe and, being able to be hopeful for your future and everything else like that. And now the next step is the Moon. And the Moon is all about our subconscious. It's about things that are hidden, things that need to come up so that we can progress on our spiritual evolution. So let me first show you. And again, this is number 18 of the Major Arcana. This is from the normal Rider-Waite deck, and as you notice, a lot of them do have, interesting, that kind of looks like a sun instead of moon, but a lot of them have these dualities, right? You've got the two standing stones here, you've got the different colored dogs and the not crab, what is that? Lobster that is showing. So again, in water, because water is a lot about our intuition. So, when we look at, let's see, here is this one. This is the Moon on water. And, as you notice, you've got the bull there who is, standing there figuring things out. You've got the moon that's reflecting on the water. You've got the birds that are flying. When you pull the Moon card, really this card, it doesn't matter if we're talking about a general reading, a spiritual reading, a love reading, relationship, career, finance. Doesn't matter what the reading is. It means you need to take the time to go within. That there are things going on within yourself, in your subconscious, things that are hidden, things that need to come up so that you can heal and move on. Now I can say there may be some deception. So whatever you're pulling this card for means it's time to stop. Do not act. That is one thing, do not act. And that's no matter if you pull it upright or reversed, now is not the time to act. Now is the time to go within and figure out what's not working. What is blocking you? You may feel lost. You may even feel depressed. Things just aren't working correctly. Here's from Mary L. Tarot. And if you notice, it's her, the illustrations in this deck are quite interesting. They're really quite beautiful, but you can see that, look at just the pain that's there, but yet it's the seeing. It also indicates the underworld. And again, the subconscious. These are things that are not visible normally in your in your daily waking life. It's really about getting within. It's different than the Hanged Man. It's different than the Hermit. It's, yes, you need to self-reflect and be introspective, but you need to dig deep. This is more about digging to find out what is popping up from your subconscious that is affecting your daily life. What are you not getting? What isn't things are not aligned correctly. So it's really a matter of, okay, and then a lot of times this happens. You go and you go through the tower and the star, and you've got all this hope and everything is going great, but there's just some inkling. It needs to be altered, adjusted, balanced. And that's where the Moon comes in. Now also, when you look at the Moon, of course, the Moon cycles, with the waxing and waning, the new and full. That's something to look at too. Where in your life are you cycling? What keeps coming up? And when does it keep coming up? A lot of times when I pull the Moon, I also tend to think, oh, I need to reconnect. I need to keep redoing my ceremonies. A lot of times I do two fire ceremonies a month, all dependent on the Moon, cycles. And if I get out of that, sometimes I get the message like, okay, you need to keep going in. You need to really feel what's going on. There's something you're missing. You're not connected. This is from the She Tarot. And, you know, you notice this one, there's all kinds of reflections. So you're reflecting on where you're at, what you need to look at. Again, I think I said already, deceit can happen. So, you know, if it is a relationship reading, you still need to look within. You need to figure out what's going on. It can mean there's deception happening, that the other person isn't being honest with you. But a lot of times you're not being honest with yourself. Same for career, work, all of that. It's that, or, you know, you're spiritual. If you pull a spiritual card and get the moon, it's that things just aren't aligned and not working right. So you need to do some self-reflection. Same with owl. Owl is a beautiful animal to ask for help too. You know, and imagination, perception. Imagination is a beautiful thing, right? We can really do some amazing things with our imagination. The moon is also one to look if you need a little bit of something to help you to become more creative. Then, you know, look to the moon. That's going within yourself, into your subconscious. This is a spiritual realm that, you know, it's a subconscious that talks to our conscious. And it's the spiritual and the, you know, daily mundane. It's being able to take and talk. Those two have to talk together. So it's balancing your spiritual reality with this reality, with your human reality. Being able to come together. A lot of times it's like, okay, here's this one. Gosh, why do I always forget this one? Guardian of the Night. So you notice the coyote is in a city, right, with a trash can, figuring out the new norm. So, you know, his habitat was taken away, but he's okay. He's able to figure things out. He's able to adapt, you know, and okay, now he's got to go fishing in the trash cans, you know, or in alleys and, you know, that kind of stuff. But he's adapting to what's there. So that, again, is showing you adaptation is necessary to look. This is, you know, this is from the Light Seers deck. And again, you've got the dualities up top looking. It's, you know, she is floating within the water in her intuition and emotions. The moon can indicate some mental health issues that you should take care of course. You know, seek out some help if you need it, or go within, you know, see if you can do that on your own. But again, you know, always reach out for help if you need it, because it can be going in within yourself can be a very difficult thing to do as well. It can be very heartbreaking and hard to face your shadows, because what the moon a lot of time is indicating, it's time for some shadow work. Here's from the Anima Monday, just a beautiful picture of the moon on the water reflecting, and from the Otherkin Tarot. So if you pull this reversed, what does this mean? Pulling it reversed is very similar, but it means you're not willing to do the work. You're stuck. You know, you're being very stubborn. You know, maybe you're just ignoring that there is a message there for you because you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with the heartbreak. You don't want to deal with the pain. So reverse means, you know, you're just going to keep going down that path, and it's going to get worse because it's something you do need to face. You need to face your fears. You need to face your traumas, and, you know, when the time is correct, face your shadows so you can move on. But think about this too. Remember with the star, that was that hope and awe and, you know, your dreams and the beauty. Think about what reflects, right? The moon reflects similar to stars. So there's still that hope there. You just got to do the work, right? It's really a beautiful thing, but can be difficult as well. You know, in relationships, as I said, it's very similar. It means, you know, you need to look at what's going on with you. Reversed a lot of times means something's not working out. Again, it's time not to act. Do not act right now. But really look and see, you know, and question what's going on with the other person. If there's somebody else involved, okay, look and see, is there some deception happening from whether it's, you know, work, relationships, you know, what's going on? Is somebody even spiritual? Do you have a mentor who's actually not on your side? So this can indicate that too. Just be careful. Don't go down that road. You know, do not get too paranoid on who else can be bothering you, because a lot of the times it's you. You are deceiving yourself, and it's time for you to do the work. So I think that's about it for this card. Which is my favorite? I don't know. I do really like this one. just because of the reflection and the shiny, and really kind of helps just to see. And I do like this, showing you that adaptation, you know, that you can adapt to changes, even if they're not comfortable. So I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoy this, and we will keep on moving on. We have the sun next week, and we're almost through the Major Arcana. Woohoo! So you enjoy. Love you guys very much, and we will see you next week. See ya.